we hopped the plane. We were gonna go to Atlanta, but the lines were too long. So we came here.
You were in a 5-minute slowdown. You were still on the best route.
Child abduction, Amber Alert.
So this place where we are is in the middle of a child abduction alert. So I wonder if we got
molester.
off at the wrong stop.
It looks like some of the apps available on your phone are YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Deezer.
It's loading zone, but
Yeah.
where you park?
It's probably like 34th Street. You can't park anywhere.
Ből is a senki a félútnak, mondjuk ne?
No. I think I
Oh,
remember
there.
that. Look, there's a small guitar. You guessed it, folks. This is Music City, USA. Nashville, Tennessee. This looks like
Lucky
the
Saloon,
downtown area.
Whiskey Row.
Nowhere to park, so we're heading out. So we're making a coffee pit stop because we got up at 3 o'clock this morning to catch a flight. We've been walking around Music Row. Some of it is very commercial, like they won't let you go to the Elvis Museum where he recorded unless you do the whole tour of the the record suite. Bobby Goldsboro, if he wants to make love to himself, he sleeps in this room. There's Glenn Campbell. Right? Or that's, who's that? Jimmy something. I can't even see it. I thought it was Glenn Campbell. There's the Hinderman. There's a vagrant sleeping in a guitar.
No, you're taking a picture.
I was taking a film. And so there's a vagrant trying to sleep in a guitar. It's called a hummingbird. You see the hummingbird on the pickguard? I've never seen more Gibson guitars in my life. Now I have to look up and see if Gibson are made here. I don't see any Strats, just Gibsons. Which isn't a bad thing, believe me.
How do you do, everybody? From Nashville, Tennessee, Prince Albert, the world's most popular smoking tobacco, presents another broadcast of the South's most popular radio program, the Grand Ole Opry.
Got my Sunday shoes on, got my hair slicked down, having a big time tonight. Can of good Prince Albert, boys are pleasure bound, having a big time tonight. Going to the hoedown in my Sunday clothes, having a big time tonight. Gonna still be dancing when the rooster crows, having a big time tonight.
Yes, friends, it's the Grand Ole Opry. The same program with the same people you've been listening to for the past 14 years. Only now we're on a network of stations that reaches all the way from the Mexican border to the mountains of Virginia. We are mighty proud and happy to be on this network, and we are mighty proud of our sponsor, the people who make Prince Albert smoking tobacco. Tonight, Prince Albert presents Uncle Dave Macon, the Dixie Dewdrop, Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys, Ford Rush, Zeke Clements, the Dixie Yodeler, and the Crook Brothers Band. And here again is George Hay, the solemn old judge, our master of ceremonies.
Thank you, David Stone, very, very much, and howdy, neighbors. Here we are, slipping up on Halloween with the Grand Ole Opry boys and girls decked out in their harvest bib and tucker for tonight's shindig. The Grand Ole Opry House is filled with friends, not only from Tennessee, but from many neighboring states. Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys lead the way with a little intermezzo, early Americano, one of the more modern of the operas entitled, Whoa, Mule, Whoa, Let It Go, Roy!
We're at Kermit's Soul Kitchen in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we're going to have lunch. And check this place out. They have an outdoor section, a downstairs section, and an upstairs section. So I think we're going to eat upstairs. Try something new. Oh, there is one lone customer here. I imagine he's a barfly. He probably sits here all day watching the game and drinking Stella. Nice French beer.
Nice place.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So are you Kermit?
Kermit. So Kermit was, him and his wife lived here, and they had a bakery starting in the 40s,
okay.
and they lived upstairs
Okay.
until the 70s.
Wow.
And so they were really young until they had him. They were really old. But they would make Elvis's birthday cakes and send them to him in Graceland. Elvis would eat here when he was a little kid. So I've got a couple of restaurants here, but yeah.
That's great. Yeah, that's where we want to go there.
One of my favorite cheeses in the world is from.
What you gonna say? Because we make the best cheese in the world.
There's from France. It's called. It's from the original monastery of Notre Dame. And it's called an Abbé de Balac.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's a raw cow's milk cheese.
Tamier, they're making cheese too.
Yeah, Tamier.
But a Tom. T-O-M-E.
Tom, yeah, Tom.
We have Beaufort, that's the best. It's
Yeah.
like a Comté cheese, but made in a special area. And they're selling that cheese in New York for like $60 a pound. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Beaufort, you know.
Come to France.
Yeah, I'd love to. I've always wanted to go over there to see the famous chef. He passed like a few years ago, but Paul Bocuse in his house.
Yeah, we ate there.
Oh, how amazing is that restaurant
It's
house built?
great.
The outside of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's really amazing. It's right on the river.
We didn't pay for the bill. We were invited. I'll come home.
This is the house of tickets required. Teeny home. This would be great for a tiny home. We had a real nice time at the hardware store where Elvis's mother bought him his guitar. The people in there were really sweet. They told great stories. And we bought a few souvenirs. Then we went next door to a place called Kermit's Soul Kitchen. Had a great barbecue lunch. I love that stuff. I only eat it about once a year, but it's worth the wait. And the owner was really nice to us. Told us his stories about where he'd been and how he'd like to come to New York and work with some of the big guys. Really sweet. Now we're visiting Elvis's childhood home and just walking around. We're not real museum goers. He lived in a little tiny house, what do we call today, but not because he wanted to be a nomad. It's because that's all they could afford. And now we're just walking around the grounds, having a sweet late afternoon walk, and then we'll continue on to Memphis. Tupelo is really a good souvenir. Great place to come. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this place. It's nice and quiet. It leads you to your imagination. There's a couple of nice little historical markers. and a lovely garden, some nice statues. This house, so simple. All the nuts who come here to pose. And we were saying that this to us is much better than
That's my tribute to Elvis.
a high-priced plastic tour, or paying $35 US to go see Stonehenge. They give you a hard time. You can't get in after 3 p.m. after driving 2 hours. That stinks. And all it is a pile of rocks. Half of them are falling down.
And they're not even straight.
So, to me,
Yeah.
this is the best.
Yeah.
This is